On the evening of December 14th, 2024, a woman in her mid-30s named Priya got ready for bed inside of her home in Chehenkalo village, which is a rural community in central India, and then climbed into bed by herself. She was waiting for her husband, 35-year-old Anand Yadav, to finish his bath and then come in here and join her. She couldn't help but feel like their house was so quiet. The quiet of their house was this constant reminder of this really deep sadness in her life. Priya really wanted a kid, but she and her husband had struggled to get pregnant, and now, they're in their mid-30s, and it just seemed like time was running out. The door opens to the bathroom. Anand comes out. His face is like bright red. Anand just turns and runs out of their bedroom. And she chases after her husband, trying to make sense of what the heck is going on here. She gets outside and she sees her husband is now collapsed on the ground. And it's almost like he's passed out or something. She just rushed next door to a relative's house. They came outside and together they scooped up the non-responsive Anand and they rushed him to the hospital. And when they got to the hospital and she bolts inside, she tells the front desk attendant what's going on. And so right away, medical staff came charging out. They brought him inside. They get in the exam room, and even though Priya, she's kind of off to the side, but she can see the doctor who is primarily trying to figure out what's wrong with Anand. Pretty quickly, she sees this doctor just kind of sit back, and there's this look of pity that comes over his face. Tells her that, unfortunately, your husband is dead. This whole thing has happened so quickly that it's almost like she can't even begin to process it. Her first thought is, how could he have died? Anand was a healthy guy, but the doctor said, he's like, I don't know. The only way we're going to be able to figure out what happened here is to do an autopsy. A couple of days later, the hospital's pathologist was inside of an exam room with Anand's body. They made their first incision on Anand's chest, and the first place they went to look was Anand's heart. They determined that no, he did not go into cardiac arrest. He did not die from a heart attack. The pathologist wound up checking all of Anand's organs, but there was nothing. There was no indication that this guy should have died. And so they moved on and they made an incision in Anand's throat. The pathologist just stepped back and gasped. It would turn out that Priya was not the only one who felt deep sadness around not having a family yet. And so, without telling his wife, Anand had gone out and sought out professional help for their fertility issues. Anand went to see what's called a tantric, which is basically a practitioner of occult magic. And this tantric gave Anand instructions for how to perform this ritual. Anand had taken a living baby chicken, a chick, and attempted to swallow it whole. When he swallowed this chick, it got stuck in his throat. And within minutes, he suffocated to death. And also, unfortunately, the chick died as well.